All right, digital marketers, this is Yasser Ahmed. And recently I posted in a group and I was trying to ask people that what is their average cost per lead in the following niche. It was chiropractic, dental, gyms, real estate. So my plan was to see what people have learned from their experience, but I didn't expect a lot of people to comment on it and sharing so much information in it. A lot of people were just not really helpful, but the ones that were helpful, I would definitely like to share what they said. So Hitesh tells us that it really depends upon the lifetime value of a customer and the sales conversion. You can pay as much as you like for a lead, but it depends upon what you're making out of it. If I'm paying $10 for a lead and make $1,000 of it, I won't mind. But if I'm paying $5 and making $25 out of it, doesn't look much. But still, we're in profit. So Patrick says it's such a hard question to answer because it's based on so many variables, and he would do research, see the best cost per leads, and eventually come to a conclusion. So I hear you, Patrick, and I believe what you're saying is correct. Even though I do the research, sometimes I don't end up with a conclusion, and a lot of us don't end up with a conclusion. So what's the answer then? Here's Richard with an answer, getting straight to the point, that generating dental leads for under $5 if that's useful. So point number one, do your research. Point number two, decide what's the maximum that you want to pay of a lead and how much you're going to generate out of their lead. If you're paying $5 and making $5,000, that looks good. Maybe it's possible in real estate. If you're paying $2 and you're making $200, that's good too. So I believe the return on your investment should be at least 5 times of what you're paying. So David Morris said it depends upon your offer, your location, the price, and the social proof. So it could come anywhere between $1 to $1.50. All right. And adding to that, Armin says that if you Google the average cost per lead in a niche, you would find the answer. Basically, this means that you need to add another factor to your research. Is that your research should be related specifically for your niche and specifically for the geographic location you're at or where you're planning to advertise. The result that a person generates in London would be different from the results a person generates in the United States. And similarly, the result that I can find in Pakistan would be a lot more different. But it would vary from at least $1 and goes up to 50. So I believe, if personally for myself, if I'm earning 5 times of what I'm spending, I'm good with that. So Manny gives a really simple answer. If in simple terms it's profitable, then hell yes. Just like Gary Vee, straight to the point, straight answer. So Arunda says the same thing. He said that he get gyros between $10 to $15, used car dealership for $6 to $10, and similarly, he clearly mentioned that what he's generating and at what location, but he made it clear that it depends also on your offer. So far, Jason has given us one of the best answers. He simply tells how you get a qualified prospect. You simply get the name, number, email address. That is the cheapest option. That's right. But if you make them go through a funnel, maybe it's even a bit costly for you, but the quality of lead would be much high. And he mentioned that it all depends upon the location, market, and certain times of the year. So another point that it's important to know about the points of the year. If you run at the start of the year, it won't get results. So we just learned something new again. It said it depends upon your offer, it also depends upon your funnel, and it also depends upon at what time you're advertising. Personally for me, whenever I advertise over weekends, I have to pay a lot more for the leads or a lot more for however the ad is getting charged. So if you ask me, I'd say that I would prefer advertising from Monday to Friday instead of Saturday and Sunday on the weekends or however the weekend is in your country. So I've been running Facebook ads for past 4 years, and trust me, I cannot say I know every single thing because Facebook's changing a lot of things and a lot of variables change time to time, and you cannot just be like, and now no Facebook ads. You always can know how the system works and how to get results, but you cannot be 100% sure about everything, because whenever Facebook changes anything, it's a mess. I remember 2018, everything was going good at the end of 2017, but in the start of 2018, Facebook did some changes, and all of my campaigns went down. Some of our clients went, and I was really devastated. But at that point, I understood, even though I'm claiming to be an expert, maybe I am not. So I started working on my skill, and since that time, I've made some really good progress. Now we are at a conclusion that how to calculate or expect what your cost per lead should be, or what should be your preparation step. Step number 1, do the research for your demographics, the demographic location that you're at, whatever city you're at. You can simply do a Google search and ask different people who are running ads in different Facebook groups or you can go on YouTube for your research and see what kind of results people have generated and how they have generated. So do your research within your niche. Step number 2, decide how much you are willing to pay for every lead and what would be its process. If you're just trying to collect their numbers, their email addresses and their name, it would be really simple. You can just run a lead generation ad on Facebook. But if you use any other options and driving them to a landing page where they put in their information and then you can retarget them, so that can be another thing that could cost you more, but it would get you better quality prospects. After you're done with these 2 steps, step number 3 is to see if the call that you're paying per lead is actually generating 5 times the revenue or not. If you're paying $5 and it's generating more than $25, it's good. If you're paying $100 and it's generating more than $500, then it's good. You can look at it collectively as the total ad spend on a campaign and the total revenue that you generated, or you can just calculate it cost per single lead. Final step, I believe, would be at least run your ad for 5 days and see how it's performing. By that time, your ad campaign would also have gathered some data about your audience, and the next campaign that you would run, you already have enough experience from this campaign to see what's working and what's not working. So in simple, if you spend some money, then you'll see the actual results, how it's working for you. So I hope this video helps you doing all this. I would like to thank everybody who commented on the post, so that we could, I didn't expect it, didn't plan to make this video actually, but after getting so many answers, I believe that it was a time to share something from my side to the community. And special shout out to all the people that I've mentioned over here. Thank you so much for sharing the right answer. It would definitely help a lot of us within this group. So I would love to connect with all of you if you guys I'm not any guru or any expert. I'm just a person who's working just like you. But if any of you need some help, you can always feel free to ask me, and I'll try to make sure I add best from my side in this group and make a lot of friends in that. So thank you very much. This is Yasir Ahmed. I'll see you all. Let me know in the comments if what you liked about the video and what you didn't, because I don't normally make videos like these, but I thought this is a situation where I should believe in Nike and say just do it. So I just did it. I hope this helps.